It's a cold morning at sunrise. I get to the parking area, but I don't see any vehicles, but I come around the corner and here's a fisherman.
Morning.
Unhooking my fly, I get ready for the cast, but first I need to adjust the depth below the float indicator. Since it's early in the morning, I'm going to fish a little shallower, so I put the fly down near the butt of my rod. My switch fly rod here is rated for a number 6 line. So about halfway up the rod is about 6 feet, and I want to be fishing this right about 6 feet deep. In the afternoons I was going as deep as 7 to 8 feet to the bottom jig fly. And the little nymph fly was about 4 feet above the jig fly. So essentially I was fishing a nymph fly at about 3 feet below the float indicator, and then the jig leech fly about 6 feet below the indicator. The overnight temperatures were in the low 20s. As you can see, I have my thermal gloves on. It's pretty cold that the water in camp actually froze. It's a beautiful morning. I started early trying to beat the wind, but already there's a little bit of wind here early in the morning. I have to roll cast. I don't have any room behind me to do a regular full cast, so roll cast is the norm fishing from the south shore in this area with fly tackle. I would cast down, let it sit for 15-20 seconds, and then I'd give it some short strips to retrieve it in. And many times with my Polaroid glasses I could see fish follow my fly right up to the shore. My target point is about 35 to 45 feet out from shore. This is where the water depth, oh, he's got a nice fish. Looked like he had about a 15-18 inch rainbow. But that water depth, 35-40 feet offshore, is perfect, about 6 to 10 feet deep. You can see my short strip retrieve after letting the float indicator sit for about 20 seconds. Sometimes they'd take it while it was sitting, sometimes they'd take it while I was stripping it in. Now, sorry, my GoPro battery went dead, which happens in the cold, so this is my morning's catch. Anyway, now on to the afternoon fishing. You can hear the wind here, it's very windy. This is late afternoon, around 2:30 p.m. You can see I still have a down jacket and a knit hat on. It was very cold in the middle of May 2021. One thing about fishing Panguitch Lake, any time of year, if you're fly fishing and you're stripping in, you have to constantly check the flies. There's a lot of moss growth here, and if the moss gets on your fly and entangles the hackles and such, the trout just won't take it. So you got to keep your fly pretty clean of the moss. I would usually make a good cast out and then back up the shoreline a little ways, because a lot of the fish I was hooking were within 10 feet of the shore. Oh, there's a strike. Okay, got a fish on here. Feels like a good one. Short striker, but it feels like a good fish. Feels like a good trout here. This was one of several trout that grabbed the fly within about 12 feet of the shore on the retrieve. 12-foot rod makes it a little bit of a challenge netting fish being solo. Get a quick picture of this fish and we'll get it released. There you go. Swim away, bite again another day. Getting pretty late in the afternoon now, but there's a nice ripple on the water, which is perfect for fishing the float indicator because it makes the float jiggle a little, which gives a little action to the marabou on the jig fly or to the nymph 4 feet above it. Here you can see I'm stripping in the indicator right to the rod tip practically. But I picked up some moss, unfortunately, on the fly, and as I mentioned earlier, you really got to keep your lure or your fly clean of this moss or the trout won't take it. Warm sun in the afternoon feels good.
Well, a guy that I've known
I
for
start up a
48
conversation
years
with the
used to
gentleman
come
next to
fishing with
me.
me. And at age, oh, gosh darn it. Did he break me off? He broke me off. Shoot. Oh, that was that cutthroat I was looking for. Oh, he broke me off, son of a gun. Well, as I was saying, he used to...
Thank you for watching part 2 of Panguitch Lake trout fishing with the fly rod. If you liked the video, please hit the blue thumbs up button. If you'd like to be advised of when I post new videos to Mav's Outdoor Adventures, please click the red subscribe button. Thank you.